Hi guys, good afternoon. I hope you're okay, hope you're all feeling well. Just link you up on here. I have to link you up on my phone because when I'm over there I can't read the comments. The writing's too small. So if anyone was trying to talk to me, I'd be like, oh, don't know what you're saying. There we go. So please make sure that you have got a drink, okay? I always smile when I move over here because there's various pictures. So this is a picture of my sons, okay? My sister got married. It wasn't last year, it's the year before, so 2019. And now, my youngest, which is this one here, who's 16, he is about 4 inches taller than his brother now, in just that short time. Gosh, I know my boys are gorgeous, I know. Right, so yeah, I've always got loads of pictures of my kids, my friends, my family, loads of them. I'll show you, this was where my sister got married. We'll just have a show and tell day today. This is my sister on her wedding day, so that's my youngest sister. I have 3 sisters. We're all very different. Apart from my older sister told me yesterday I looked like my other sister, my other older sister. Oh, I wasn't happy about that. I think as we get older, we do tend to morph into looking more and more like each other. I think so anyway. So Pilates, floor-based. It's very good to help with realignment and strength of the spine and your posture. Good posture will then also help to improve your balance, okay? If you have got knee problems and back problems, there are going to be options all the way through, all right? If we do anything that's uncomfortable and you're already at the lowest level, then I suggest you take a little rest and then join back in when you're ready. Level 1 is going to be your beginner and your easier option, and then we'll build it up. I still use level 1 on some of the exercises simply because I can feel it working and I know that my technique is correct. It might be if I took myself to the next level, I would wobble, or my leg would do something, bend like it's not supposed to, or my back would dip or arch. And then that way, if you've lost the technique, you may as well not be doing anything at all. Just sit and have a bag of crisps, if you like crisps. I don't eat crisps. Anyway, we'll get you in a standing position first, and then we'll warm up a little bit. We'll just mobilise. You're not jumping around or anything, just like warming up the muscles, and then we come down to the floor. All right? Toes and knees point forwards, shoulders down relaxed. Make sure that you are balanced and central. So you're just rocking forwards, backwards, side to side. It's very quiet in my house today because my husband's actually gone into the office. They have like a day where they're allowed to go in. They do it in shifts. Otherwise, it's at home for the rest of the week. Holding it nice and central. You're then going to tilt your pelvis just forwards and backwards, just a little bit, okay? And you're finding what we refer to as your neutral spine. You're finding the position where your back feels the most comfortable. You have that even distribution of weight across your feet, and you have that straight line coming from your head all the way down to your heels. So neutral spine. Find and engage the core. So pelvic floor, the muscle from within, the one you may use to stop mid-flow. Imagine that's attached to a lift. And I want you to draw that muscle up from within. So it's attached to a lift with 10 floors. It goes all the way to the top. It's difficult to maintain. So you're going to take it down halfway to floor 5. And then down a little bit further to floor number 3. And that's where you're going to keep it. So it's drawn up a little bit. You can feel that it's drawn up, but it's not too uncomfortable. And more importantly, you can maintain it. Okay? Imagine a belt around your middle, 10 notches on your belt. Pull it into the tightest notch, notch number 10, can't breathe, take it out to notch number 5, out to notch number 3, and leave it there. So it feels like you've got on a tight pair of jeans or a corset. It's that tightened feeling around the centre of the body. Now, holding from the core and the neutral spine, you are going to breathe from your rib cage. And this is called lateral thoracic breathing, okay? Breathing from the ribs. Hands go on the rib cage, fingertips touch. We take a deep breath in. Fingertips part and release. We're not sliding the hands, we're breathing from the rib cage. And release. Good. Relax the arms down. So gently just pivot through one side to the other, raising up an alternating heel. Allow your shoulders to gently rotate one way and the other. I forgot to start my watch again. Good. Place the feet down. Lift all the way up onto the toes and release. Lift all the way up and release. And again, reach all the way up and release. One more time. Reach up, circle the arms out and release. We're going to take a big lunge forward, lengthen the back leg, bring your body forward and down, and then push back into the center. So you're flattening your front foot, you're stepping through, lengthening the back leg so you've got this nice long hamstring. Good. Any problems, guys? Then just make it smaller. Okay? And so can I ask please for one more on each side? Lengthen through the back leg, strengthen, lengthen through the core and the back. Holding it in the center, we're stepping out, reaching up, over, and then back in. If you've got socks on and you're on like a laminate floor, make sure you're not going to slip, please. Good. Step and reach. One more to each side. Lateral flexion through your waist. Holding it in the center. Allow your hips to rotate one way and the other. Well done. Holding it in the middle. Arms come up, take a breath in, breathe out, rotate to one side, breathe in and return. We're trying to keep our hips as still as we can. We're mobilizing through the waist, breathe out, rotate, breathe in, return. My youngest has got lessons online this morning, so he's quite quiet. Good. And then hold it in the middle, and release the arms down. One foot, toe comes forward. I'll just go side on so you can see better. Just going to tap the foot forwards and backwards. You're going to sweep the leg forwards and back. You're going to lift the knee up, take the leg back. Lift the knee up, take the leg back. You're going to lift the knee and hold it, and then you're just going to take the leg back as far as comfortable and reach forwards. If you need to keep your foot down, that is absolutely fine. Lift the knee and balance. Bring the leg back and hold. If you need to hold on to something a little bit, that also is fine. Good. Lift the knee up, hold it here. You're just going to rotate the ankle one way and the other. Lovely. And place the foot down. My mother-in-law is having the first vaccination today. Anyone else had it yet? Tap the toe forwards and backwards. She's 80, so she's in that age bracket where she's going to get it. Lovely. Sweep that leg forwards and backwards. Well, she's 79 and 11 and a half months. Just in case she sees this and says, I'm not quite 80. I know what she's like. Tap the toe. Sweep the leg forwards and backwards. Good. Lift the knee up. Take the leg back. Lift the knee up, take the leg back. Lift the knee and hold, sweep and reach. Back foot can come down if you need to. Lift it up and balance. My mother-in-law was actually quite poorly in the first lockdown. Bring that leg forward, good. And bring that knee up and balance. She didn't have corona, but she managed to pick up sepsis, not once but twice. Foot comes down, and she also had shingles. She got her sepsis the second time because of the shingles, but she was very poorly in hospital. Come back to the back of your mat. You're going to breathe in, tuck the chin to the chest, start to breathe out and roll down through the back. Soften your knees, allow the arms to hang and relax like wet spaghetti. Then when you're ready, you're going to begin rolling back up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. When you reach the top, relax the shoulders. I didn't tie my hair back, so it keeps flopping all over the place. Breathe in, chin to the chest. breathe out, gently roll down. It's because it didn't want to behave this morning. Arms relaxed. Good. Then when you're ready, breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to begin rolling back up, rebuilding the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. So we're going to roll down and we're going to come down to the floor this time, okay? So breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out, gently roll down. At your lowest point, place the hands down. Gently walk yourself down. Allow the knees to come down so you're in a box position. Now these legs, they should be hips distance apart, okay? Back is nice and flat, don't dip or arch the back. We're going to bring the hands out. We're going to take a breath in and lower down. And as we breathe out, we're going to push ourselves back up. We're going to breathe in and lower down. And as we breathe out, we're going to push back up. Now, I want to add an arm movement to this, okay? Level 1 is your box position, but if you feel uncomfortable with the arm lift, then leave that bit out. You're going to breathe in to come down, breathe out, start to come up, and then one arm comes out. Breathe in, hand goes down, chest goes down, breathe out, lift up, raise the arm. So you're alternating from one arm to the other. It is a whole breath in to get you down and a whole breath out to get you up. If you want to work a little bit further, legs can go further away. When you lift that arm, try and make sure the body weight remains central, okay? You can do full push-up all the way up onto your toes if you want to go that far. Good. So I'm going to ask for one more with each arm, please. Whole breath in to lower, whole breath out to raise. Once you've completed those two, you're going to bring those hands in, wrists, elbows, shoulders with straight lines. Back flat, tummy's pulled in, breathe in. As you breathe out, slide one leg all the way back as far as it will go, keeping the foot down. Breathe in, you're going to drag that leg back in. Other leg. Breathe out, push the leg away. Breathe in, drag it in. I was flicking through my TV channels. If anyone else is on Virgin Media, there is Pilates and yoga nearly every day on the fitness channel. I think it's like 997 or 999, something like that, the channel number. Breathe out, push away. Breathe in, drag the leg back in. Breathe out, push the leg away. Breathe in, drag the leg back in. Now if you want to, once you've breathed out and it's fully extended, then you can lift it no higher than the body. Breathe in, touch the toe down and drag it back in. Breathe out to lengthen and raise. Breathe in to lower and draw it back in. Now you could slide the opposite hand out along the floor. Make sure as the leg comes up you are not tilting to one side. Last option here is to raise opposite arm and leg at the same time. You must make sure that they're pushed away from the body, they've extended out, and then you're bringing them back in. So in your swimming, this is called strengthening for the core and the lumbar spine. At your level, just to refresh you, level 1, we're just pushing the leg back and drawing it in. I'd just like one more with each side, please. At your level, using the pace of your breathing. When you've done those two, you're going to bring the elbows and forearms down. You're going to take those legs further away and lower the body down. Now when you do this, so once you've got the technique, I want you to keep your head still. I know you're probably looking at a device, maybe your television or your phone or your laptop, whatever, but once you've got it, you need to keep your head still, okay? So you're looking down towards the floor between your wrists and you're just going to draw the pelvis up. So that is the level 1 leg pull. The knees are down, the pelvis is up. If you want level 2, lifting up onto those toes. Hold and breathe. Now it should feel like I've got hold of your belly button and I'm pulling it up towards the ceiling. You should feel tightening around the centre of the body. If you begin to shake or wobble, it's muscle fatigue, take a rest. If you want level 3, wrist elbows under the shoulders, come up onto the hands. If you want level 4, breathe out, lift one leg, breathe in lower. I don't want your bottom in the air on any of those options, okay? So I will hold a level 1 here, not just because I can feel it the most, but because also I have a back condition. So I have to work with what's comfortable for me. The options are there. I'm going to ask you for 2 more breaths. Once you've completed those, you are going to gently lower down onto your tummy. And you're going to bring your arms out. So I describe this as a capital E shape. Elbow in line with the shoulder. Your palms of your hands are on the floor, obviously, and your head is on the floor. But you've got this E-shaped position with your arms and your head. Touch your big toes together. Let your heels drop out. I don't want you to lift your legs or to squeeze your bottom. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to peel the chest off the floor. Keep looking down. And breathe in to gently lower. Breathe out, peel the chest up. Breathe in to gently lower. Now, make sure your head and neck stay in line with your spine. If you can see anything other than the carpet or the mat underneath your nose, your head is in the wrong position, okay? Breathe out, peel up. Breathe in lower. Would you imagine you've got a marble under your belly button? I don't want you to touch it. So draw the belly button up without lifting the bum in the air. You've just got that tightened feeling, okay? If you want to go further, breathe in, hold. Breathe out, come further. And then a single breath in lowers you down, don't drop. So breathe out to come to the first position, breathe in and hold. Breathe out to come to the second position, breathe in and lower. That is an option. You do not have to lift that high if you do not want to. Mobilize through your back. Strengthen through the core. Only going as far as you feel comfortable, please. Even if you've only got a small movement, that is absolutely fine because you're working within your own range, within your own level. Okay? I'm going to ask you in your swan dive for 2 more repetitions, please. Your level, your pace. Once you've completed your 2, you'll bring your forearms and elbows back in, and I'd like you to come back to leg pull. So looking down at the floor, drawing up through the pelvis, tightening through the tummy, through the belly button, knees down level 1, knees up level 2. Remember, you can change levels at any time. So you can always hold a higher level for a couple of breaths, and then come back down again. And then you've got the up on the hands options for level 3 and a single leg raise at level 4. Just continue to breathe and hold. Head and neck in line with the spine, pull up through the belly button, tighten around the core. So I'm going to ask you please for 2 more breaths. Once you've completed those 2, you're going to gently allow yourself to lower, and you're going to come down onto your side. And I'd like you to fully extend your body out. So you're going to be in a nice long line from your fingers all the way down to your toes. And this top arm, that is going to be there for balance. What we mustn't do is allow our hips to roll forward or backwards. We've got to try and maintain this nice lengthened position. Target area, we're laying on our side, so it is our side that we're working. Around through the waist, down through the hip, and down through the side of the leg. Okay, so nice workout here for these muscles. Hand there, as I said, breathe in. As you breathe out, raise the legs. As soon as you lifted your legs, your obliques, your waist began to work. Now your core is still working, your neutral spine is still in place, and they help you to balance. That's why I've been able to take my hand away, okay? Hand is there though if you need it. Your top leg is going to make a lifting movement, and then your bottom leg will make a kicking movement forwards, okay? Separately though, one at a time. Breathe in, breathe out to lift the top leg, breathe in to lower. Breathe out to kick the bottom leg, breathe in to return. So you're breathing out as it comes up, in as you release. Breathing out as you kick forward, breathing in as you return. So you're only moving these legs as far as comfortable for you. While one leg moves, the other leg remains still and in place. Breathing out to move the leg away from the body, breathing in to bring it back in. Hand is there or not. If your balance is pretty good, then you may want to take the arm all the way over. Try and make sure, I've kind of tilted my head to look to the camera, but really you should be looking straight forwards. And I'm going to ask you please for one more with each leg. Then you can just keep those legs lifted, held and still. Point the toes away. Hand is there or not there. Good. From here we're going to be making a movement which is going to raise the underarm. Keep your head stuck to your arm. Okay, it's called a shoulder slide. Breathe in. As you breathe out, slide the shoulder up. As you breathe in, lower it down. Breathe out, slide up. Breathe in, lower down. At no point are you actually moving the head. It is resting down on the arm, so you're not moving the neck. You're breathing out as you come up, creating that space underneath the armpit and lowering down. These legs are raised and still. Hand is there or not, up to you. Breathing out as you lift, in as you release. In your shoulder slide, I'm going to ask you please for 2 more repetitions. Once you've completed your 2, you can gently lower everything down. Good. And then I'm going to ask you to push yourself to sit. Okay. So we're going to be sitting upright, legs bent, feet down for now. I'm going to talk you through an exercise called the teaser, which is going to work through your core and through your lumbar spine. There's a few options here, guys, so bear with me. Okay. Breathe in. You're going to tilt the pelvis under, so straight away you've got C-shaped spine. And then you're going to bring one leg up. Try and keep your knees parallel. Arms are in line with your leg. You're going to breathe in, tilt back, and then breathe out, come back up, without allowing the leg to move, without allowing the arms to move. The movement is coming through your spine and through your core. So you've got that one leg raised, breathe in, tilt back, breathe out, lift back up. Only go as far as comfortable for you. If it's too much, take the arms away. Yeah? If it's still too much, if you really have got a problem with your lower back, then please keep both feet on the floor and just do a roll up instead. Now if you're thinking, easy, I can do that. Next option, guys, both legs are up. Don't allow them to lift or lower. Oh, okay? That movement from the lower back. So carry on with the leg that you've started. If you've got both legs lifted, just carry on at your own pace. With the one leg up, I want one more repetition. And then you can allow that leg to carefully bend and lower. We're going to come into the other leg. You're going to breathe in, tilt back, C-shaped spine. Other leg comes up, point the toes away, knees in line. Breathe in, tilt. Breathe out, come back up. Breathe in, tilt. Breathe out, come back up. Try and keep your chin off your chest. Don't pull the head down. Don't look up to the ceiling. you want to go further, you've got both legs up. If it's too much altogether, then keep both feet down. Just breathe in and tilt, breathe out and lift back up. Okay? Carry on for me. Breathe in to tilt, breathe out to lift up. And in your teaser, at your level, please complete 2 more repetitions. When you've done your 2, you can allow that foot to lower. Good. So we're going to do a nice one for your lower back. This is called the saw. Sitting upright, you've got your legs out wide. Arms come out to the side. I want you to imagine that you've got a large ball, like you would use in the gym. You've got one of those balls in front of you. We're going to bring the opposite hand across to the foot. But remember, you've got the ball there. So you're going to have to lift up and over, and then lift up and come back. Okay? Both sides of the bottom stay down. Breathe out, lift up and over. Breathe in, come to the middle. Breathe out, up and over. Breathe in, come to the middle. We are lengthening through the spine, so as we come back to the centre, we're back in that start position. We're lifting up and over. And we're only going as far as we feel comfortable. Those arms are lengthened. I've got that one that's coming across, and then that other one is coming behind. Breathe out, reach over, breathe in, return. So in your saw, which is strength and mobility for your back, please complete 1 more to each side. When you've completed those 2, you can relax the arms, bring those legs in. I'm going to ask you to make your way down onto your back. Good. Legs bent, feet down. Now, when you come down onto your back, it's important that you've got that comfortable neutral spine in place. So if you need to, just tilt the pelvis a couple of times, make sure your back feels comfortable. Arms are down by your side, shoes off the chest, you're looking up at the ceiling. You're going to breathe in with your right leg, breathe out and raise your right leg to a right angle. If I say a leg, then at least I know that we're swapping over when we should be. So that knee is above the hip, the ankle is in line with the knee. You can comfortably reach the knee. If you can't reach it, your leg's too far away. If you've got a massive bend on your elbow, it's too close. Good. Don't let the heel drop. Right angle. If you want to go further, breathe in. As you breathe out, you can lift the other leg. Back still in neutral. If you want to go further, breathe in, breathe out. Bring up the upper body. Chin off the chest. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push the hands down towards the floor. So you can imagine you've got a little bouncy ball underneath your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Want to go further? Legs come out diagonally. Only if your back is comfortable. If you lose your neutral spine by having your legs out, or even by having both legs up, then you need to go back down a level. You can have just one leg up and pulse. Absolutely your choice. So in the 100, if you've got the right leg lifted, do 2 more breaths. Then you can lower the upper body if it's up, place the foot down and swap legs. If you've got both legs lifted, just carry on please. Obviously rest if you need to, but take 1 foot down at a time. Remember, you can work up and down the different levels, find the level that works for you. It's not always about doing the most difficult, it's about doing what's effective. So if you're working here, and that's fine, brilliant. But if you do want to go further, obviously you can bring that other leg up, with or without the pulse, with one or both legs raised, and then your next option, allow the legs to come out. If you've taken your legs out, what's happened with your tummy? Have you allowed your tummy muscles to dome? Are they pushing up? They should be drawn down towards the floor. So I'm going to ask you please, at your level, for 3 more breaths. If you've got your upper body raised, you'll bring it back down. If your legs are lengthened, you need to bend them. And then 1 foot at a time down. Good. Coming back to the right leg, please. That leg is lifted. We're going to do 1 leg stretch and, keeping it bent, a scissor. Okay? Just this 1 leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Lengthen. As if I've got hold of your toes, I'm pulling your leg away. Then you breathe in to return. Keep it bent. Breathe out, touch the foot down. Breathe in, lift the same leg back up. Breathe out to lengthen. Breathe in to return. Breathe out to dip the foot down. Breathe in to lift it up. So the movement is controlled. On the scissor, the bent leg one, the movement is coming from the top of the leg through the hip flexor. You're not moving your knee. Good. Breathe out as the leg moves away. Breathe in as it comes back in. On the 1 leg stretch, don't dip and lengthen. Pull it straight out. You can lower at the same time, yeah? Breathe in to return. While 1 leg is moving, the other leg should be absolutely still. Don't let this leg wobble. Don't allow the hip or the bottom to come off the floor. If you want to work harder, you can have that other leg raised at a right angle, but keep it still, please. Your next option from there would be to bring up the upper body. The exhale, the breathe out as the leg moves away. Breathe in as the leg comes back in. And I'm going to ask you, please, for 1 more of each movement with this right leg, please. Once you've completed those 2, you're going to allow the right foot to come down. Breathe in, breathe out, lift the left leg. Breathe in, breathe out, lengthen. Breathe in, return. Right angle, breathe out, lower. Breathe in, lift. Good. You're allowing the leg to be pulled away. Then you're keeping it bent, moving from the top of the leg right through the hip flexor, not from the knee. Shoulders stay down and relaxed. This right knee is absolutely still. You should be able to balance a glass of water on that knee. If you do want to go further though, you can bring that right leg up, but make sure it stays still. That left leg, the moving leg, always coming back to where it started. If one movement is uncomfortable for you, do the one that's okay. That's fine. So 1 leg stretch and a scissor. Good. Keep working for me. Breathe out, it goes out. Breathe in, it comes in. Right angle in the knee as the foot touches down and then comes back up. So I'm going to ask you, please, in your 1 leg stretch, scissor combination, for 1 more of each move. Once you've completed those, allow the foot to come down. And if you want to, you can give yourself a long body stretch. Please feel free to take a drink if you need one. When you're ready, you're going to transfer over onto your other side. Lengthening the body out into a nice long line. So I'm at an angle here. If you're looking at the screen, you think she's not straight. I am in a straight line, but my mat is at an angle. Okay? Head rest down on the arm. Look straight ahead. Hand there for support. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lift the legs, obliques, the waist, already working. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift the top leg up. Breathe in lower, and then bottom leg kicks forward. Breathe in to return. We are only moving the leg as far as it feels comfortable without rolling our hips forwards or backwards. While 1 leg moves, the other leg remains in place. If you want a bit more of a challenge, your level 2 is to take the supporting hand away. Now, if you're taking that hand away, you may then need to make the movement smaller a little bit, just until you've got more balance, okay? And then if you feel you can always take that arm all the way over. Don't take it for granted that because you did it on one side perfectly, you'll be able to do it on the other. Your body is different. You're stronger on one side than the other. So don't be surprised if you have to stay at a different level or if the movement isn't as big. Keep those legs as straight as you can. Breathing out as the leg moves away, in as it comes back in. And I would like to ask you, please, in your side leg raise, side kick combination, for one more of each movement, okay? Then those legs are lifted, held and still. The neck stays in place. You breathe out, you slide up the shoulder, you breathe in and release. You breathe out, you slide up the shoulder, you breathe in and release. Hand is there for balance. If you don't need it, take it away. Remember, your head should be stuck to your arm. So as the shoulder comes up, the head remains in place. The neck itself is still. The lift coming and working through the waist, through the back. Only as far as comfortable. If literally you can just go to there, then that is absolutely fine. You're only coming up as far as comfortable for you. The more you do it, the more you get used to it, then you can make that movement bigger. And in your shoulder slide, please complete one more repetition. Then you can allow those legs to lower, and by all means give that hip a little bit of a rub if you need to. Well done. From here, guys, that's all the floor work done. I want you to bring yourself round into a box position. So we need to make our way to stand, okay? First of all, I want you to sit back into your heels and take what's called a child's pose, a nice stretch around the shoulders and through the glutes. Well done. From here, bring the hands closer to the knees. Now, if you need help to stand, if you need to hold on to something, that's absolutely fine, guys. And if you can't roll up from a crouch position, just use the position where you are comfortable, all right? The important thing is we make it back up onto our feet without falling over. So you're going to breathe in, curl the toes under, place the feet down, and when you're ready, using as many breaths as you like, carefully begin to roll up through the back, rebuild the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to that nice tall tower. And as you reach the top, relax the shoulders, lengthen the back, engage the core. Now, I want you to try and keep your core engaged and your neutral spine in place as much of the day as you can, okay? So all I want you to do is lift up onto your toes and balance and release. Again, lift up and balance and release. One more time, lift up, balance, hold, and just see if you can close your eyes and still balance. And release. Well done. So that is your Pilates for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. If it was your first time, very well done. Hopefully you found the levels useful. You're able to work where you felt comfortable. We are back. This is today's Tuesday if you're watching this on a different day, but we are back at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Wednesday, for Pilates again, okay? I am back later today at 4 o'clock for some legs, bums and tums. Perhaps I'll see you there. Take care, guys. Well done. Thank you very much. See you soon.